Welcome. My name is Kakale Motloti, and today on the hot seat, I am joined by Dr. Seble Woku, who's the Director for Education Statistics at Statistics South Africa. Today, we'll be speaking about the Early Childhood Development Report for 2016. The report focuses on children aged 0 to 6 who have not reached the schooling age. Thank you so much for joining us, Doctor. Now, Statisay used the data for the Ecd report from the General Household Survey of 2016, as well as the SA Demographic and Health Survey of 2016, and was supplied by other government departments. Now, tell us what this report covers and why is Ecd important?
Thanks. Early childhood development is mostly about active learning of children through play, through experiences, and through interactions with adults and other children. It also concerns the general physical and emotional well-being of the child. The Ecd policy that was approved by Cabinet in 2015 was quite comprehensive and anticipates an integrative approach for delivery of Ecd services to all children by eliminating structural causes of vulnerability and all barriers to access to such services. The policy is one of the vehicles proposed by government in providing a safe, caring, and stimulating environment through various packages of care. This report produced by Statisay shows that although the country has made remarkable progress in reducing the lack of access to social and other services, it shows that evidence exists that in 2016, young children aged 0 to 6 in South Africa were still not accessing essential Ecd packages that they needed for their optimal physical and emotional development. These include access to nutrition, health care services for both mother and child, social services, support to primary caregivers, and stimulation for early learning.
How many children were in SA in the grade group 0 to 6 in 2016, and what were their living conditions?
Out of these 7.2 million children aged 0 to 6 in 2016, more than half, that is about 4 million, were residing in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng. 46% were confined in low monthly household income quintiles, that's quintile 1 and 2. They lived mostly in single-parent family structures with their mothers. Close to 5 million of these children in this age group were also beneficiaries of child support grants. Most children aged 0 to 6 in Limpopo and Eastern Cape were residing in households that did not have access to piped water inside their dwellings or on site, and also had poor access to sanitation facilities.
What were the findings with regards to the health and general well-being?
There has been a large improvement in breastfeeding practices among mothers, with 73% of infants being breastfed while also eating other food, and 32% of infants exclusively breastfed. Malnutrition was still a serious concern and was associated with many child deaths. Approximately a third of the children in Gauteng and Free State were stunted. The country also had high low birth weight rate occurrences. Pregnant women did not often access antenatal care services from the start of their pregnancies, resulting in complications.
What are the challenges faced by young children, and how does this affect their future?
A large percentage of children were growing in home environments that did not provide for communication or play to stimulate learning. Large disparities also exist by population group and household income on the type of stimulation received by young children. Nationally, among children aged 0 to 6, 47% did not attend any educational centers or did not participate in any formal learning activities. 32% were never given any answer when they point at objects to ask for explanations. And close to 30% of young children were not encouraged to imitate daily activities. The living and care arrangement experienced by young children also determines the type of stimulation they received, as a large percentage were cared for by grandparents and other relatives.
Thank you, Dr. Seble, for joining us just before we end off, and thank you so much for the insightful information about the Ecd. What can we expect in the next education series?
The next release in this education series will cover statistics in higher education.
Thank you so much for joining us, Dr. Woku. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Dr. Woku, who is a director at Statistics South Africa. For more on the ECD report and other releases in the education series, please visit our website at www.statsa.gov.za. You can follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel.